This is a logic problem practice problem. These problems use clues in order to help you solve the problem or to match, in this case, a first name with a last name. This practice problem would probably work best for students who are in second grade and students who are in third grade. It uses clues such as Barb's last name does not have a Z in it, which means I'd have to go over to Barb and find all of the different combinations here that have Z in it. And as you can see here, Gonzalez has a Z in the name. So I would mark this as no, or I'm going to put an X here. And I could also see here, none of the other names have a Z in it. So then I go to the second clue. Sam's last name does not end with an S. So I'm going to go over to Sam and I'm going to look to see if it ends with an S, because it doesn't end with an S. Smith doesn't, Jones does, so that's not his last name. Gonzalez also ends with an S, so we are not going to pick that one. On to the third clue. Lil's last name has 5 letters in it. So I go to Lil and I count for Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be a possibility. And Jones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be it. Gonzalez looks like it's a little too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that cannot be it. And Lee only has 3 letters in the last name. Now, Sam's last name is not the shortest one here. And we just saw here that Lee is the shortest last name. So we know that it cannot be Lee, which means Sam, his last name is Smith. So I'm going to put a check mark here, or you could write a yes. Now we see here down on Gonzalez that there's only one possibility here. So Dan's last name has to be Gonzalez because it's not Sam's last name, it's not Lil's last name, and it's not Barb's last name. So now that we know that Sam Smith is Sam Smith, we know Lil can't be Smith, Dan can't be Smith, and Barb can't be Smith. We also know that Dan's last name is Gonzalez, so it can't be Jones and it can't be Lee. So now we see here Lil can only be Lil Jones, which means that Barb can't be Jones. Barb has to be Barb Lee. So now that we've figured out this logic problem, we can use this as a warm-up for students when we enter math as kind of like an entry activity, just to warm up their brains. And you can find a lot of these different problems for different grades. This one that I found is a kind of, I wouldn't say easier one, but maybe for something like a kindergarten class or maybe even a first grade class, maybe first grade. This one's a little more straightforward. It says Aaron's favorite animal is a mammal, so we know that it can't be an alligator or a snake. It's either going to be an elephant or a monkey. Brody and Eric like reptiles, which means Brody can't like elephants or monkeys, and neither can Eric. And Elle's favorite animal can swing by its tail. I don't think an alligator can. I don't think that a snake can, nor can an elephant, but I think monkeys are more so known to use their tails. So we are going to give her a check mark by the monkey. So we know that she cannot be an alligator, snake, or elephant lover. We also know that Brody's animal smells with its tongue, and we know here that snakes smell with their tongue. So where's Brody? Right here. So that means Brody doesn't like alligators. And if Brody's favorite animal is a snake, that means Eric's animal must be an alligator. And if Elle's favorite animal is a monkey, no one else can have a monkey, so that means Erin must have a elephant as her favorite animal. So again, these can be kind of altered for any grade. You can increase the difficulty on these. It's just a great way to dip your toe into math and get it started.